Hello vinyl community, this is Randy back today with another video. Today I'm going to take a stab at the 2022 vinyl tag. So so let's get started. I'll tell you, the first video I ever made was 3 years ago. I think I posted it on January the 15th of 2019. It was a response to the 2019 vinyl tag. So yeah, this will be my fourth try at this, so see if I can hopefully get all the right answers this time. Favorite album purchased in 2021? Best of Philadelphia International Records. It was a compilation album. Philadelphia International Records. I guess obviously they must have been based up there in Philadelphia. These are a compilation of hits from these bands that had hits in the mostly in the early to mid 70s, I think. So the OJs, Harold Melvin and the Blue Notes, Teddy Pendergrass, Patti LaBelle. Here's the track listing. A lot of great songs. Here are a lot of ones that I'm sure you would remember if you heard them. An album by the first person you saw live. There may be some controversy here because I know I made a video a long time ago, 2 years ago plus, that I talked about the first concerts that I went to, and I said the first one I went to was Kiss. I still think that's correct. That's the first one I went to as, you know, sort of like an adult. I was like 15. I went with my older brother to that one. But when I was like 10 or 11 years old, my dad took me and my brother to see Three Dog Night. So we didn't actually really even go to the concert. My dad had a friend who worked there at the Coliseum, and he worked at the gate, and he just let us in for, I mean, I guess we could have stayed as long as we wanted to. My dad didn't want to stay too long. So that was the first one I ever went to. 10 or 11, I mean, I really don't even remember too much about it, except the main thing I remember about it was that, you know, you could see the band playing and hear them and everything, but it just did not sound anything at all like the record. I mean, just nothing at all. I was going in there expecting it to sound like, you know, when you watch a band on TV on American Bandstand, and they sound exactly like the record. And I quickly learned that that was not the case. But Three Dog Night, you know, cool band. Album by a duo. Smothers Brothers. It must have been something I said. Smothers Brothers, comedy and folk music came from the early 60s. They combined the folk music with comedy. One favorite CD. A favorite CD that I've been listening to lately is this Prokofiev Symphony No. 5. I have this box set. You can sort of see it back there, of all these classical music CDs from the Cleveland Orchestra, and I'm starting to listen to a few more of those this year, 4 days into the year. So yeah, that's a good one. Prokofiev No. 5, Symphony No. 5. The concept album, Kid Cudi. The name of this album is Man on the Moon, subtitled The End of the Day. He's just recently released the third installment of this concept album. There was a second one. I think this is from about 2011 or so. Kid Cudi is the producer, I think, of this album. I guess he's sort of a rapper, but you know, there's more singing and vocals, and yeah, it's a concept album. It's about himself, I think. Really. He is the man on the moon. So yeah, cool. 2 records you started playing in 2022. So I combined some of these questions from a couple of the tags. And this one, I think if I understood Edward's question, is ones that we started listening to in 2022, ones that maybe we'd had for a while and just, you know, in the past few days really started listening to them a lot. So I got this Teddy Edwards record this year, Out of This World. It's on Steeplechase. I listened to it some then, but I got it back out recently on, I think, about December 31st for the first, and I've been listening to it every day since then. It's really excellent. He's Teddy Edwards is a tenor saxophonist. On this one he plays with Kenny Drew, Jesper Lundgaard, and Billy Hart. Yeah, hard bop album, really good version of Summertime, Cheek to Cheek, the title cut, Out of This World. Absolutely fantastic. And then another one, Here's what Steeplechase record looks like. Another one I started listening to is the one that we're listening to in the background right now, Andre Kostelanetz. On this one, he's doing the Academy Award-winning Shadow of Your Smile, along with some other hits. Had this one for a long time, just recently got it out, and sounds really good. Okay, an artist I discovered in 2021, Parquet Courts. I mean, did I discover him? I didn't discover him in a garage or anything, but I saw some other people in the vinyl community talking about him. I hadn't really heard him before, so picked up that record and really liked it a lot. So, yeah, Parquet Courts. Live album. I have just recently gotten out the first show from the second night of Jimi Hendrix Songs for Groovy Children. So this is the record that he recorded at the Fillmore East in '69, New Year's Eve, '69-'70. He played 2 nights in a row, and so 4 shows, 2 shows each night. And so I just now started listening to the 3rd show from that set. Sounds excellent, I'm sure you can imagine. On that one, I guess on this New Year's Eve, he's playing with Billy Cox as the bass player and Buddy Miles is the drummer on this version of his band. Okay, album from a different continent. The Beths are from New Zealand, so, well, I mean, I guess that's not really a continent, but they're sort of close to Australia, I think. So, I'm going to call this one a record from a different continent. The Beths, Jump Rope Gazers. Let's see. Oh, an album with the price sticker. Oh, here's what the Beths inner sleeve looks like. I think that's, oh yeah, actually very cool. Orange vinyl. Record with the price sticker still on the sleeve. The Mighty Lemon Drops. This record costs $19.95, 19 marks, and 95 whatever their smaller denomination was back then. Let's see here. Punk or New Wave album. Best of Blondie. Doesn't get any more New Wave than Blondie, I think. Box set. I am going to show this box set that Madam Sin turned me on to this year. This is the Upsetter box set. This is 3 records that were produced by Lee Scratch Perry in the mid-'70s, I think, early to mid-'70s. 3 albums in that. Let's see here. An album with a sporting theme. Jerry Garcia, Run for the Roses. Run for the Roses, I think, is what they say at the Kentucky Derby each year. And on this record, it's not exactly a horse race. I'm not exactly sure what those creatures are, but they're running for the roses. A jazz album. Lee Konitz and Warren Marsh. Lee Konitz plays alto sax, Warren plays tenor. That was on, Atlanta's a reissue. It was on Atlantic Records in the 50s when it was originally released. A best of album, Best of the Guess Who. This is one of my time-tested records. This is one of my favorite albums. Best of the Guess Who. Gatefold sleeve. Track listing. You don't even need to go to side 2 though. Side 1, These Eyes, Laughing, Undone, No Time, American Woman, and No Sugar Tonight. So, just awesome. An album with at least 8 people on the cover. There's Alice Cooper and his band. I guess it was the Alice Cooper Band at that point. And here's Peter Lorre and Groucho Marx passing him on the street. And I'm not exactly sure who she is. Yeah, I'm not sure. She must have been a movie star from the 20s or 30s. Soundtrack album. Strawberry Statement. It's a 2-record set. This is a fantastic movie. Sort of based on the Columbia, when the students took over Columbia University in the late 60s, except they changed it to the setting to San Francisco. So, great lineup of bands on here. Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, Neil Young, Thunderclap Newman. Okay, VCLT. This was sent to me by Logan. Logan has changed his channel. He is Murmur. Logan has changed his channel name to Murmur Than Hell, I think is his current name. So thanks very much for the Creedence Clearwater Revival album. The name of this one is Mardi Gras. I think this might have been their last one. This was when they were down to a trio. Tom Fogerty had left the band by this point. It's just the three of them. Yeah. An album with no writing on the jacket. Animal Collective, Strawberry Jam. It does have some writing on the back of it, but the front of it has no writing. The inside has the track listing. Strawberry Jam. 7-inch single. Love Unlimited Orchestra. Love's Theme. Instrumental song. Colored vinyl album. Dr. Dog had an album from, well, 2016. This is on Anti Records. It's called Psychedelic Swan. And this is the inner sleeve. This is really one of my favorite colored vinyl records. This is really beautiful shade of green. Very nice. Dr. Dog. Pop. I call them pop music band. You know, sort of, I guess, sort of maybe modeled after the Beatles or something. I think they're from up there in the New England area, maybe Philadelphia or New Jersey, somewhere like that. And an album from 1982. This is Brian Eno. Here Come the Warm Jets. I think this may have been his first album after he left Roxy Music. This is one of his 3 rock albums, Another Green World and Taking Tiger Mountain by Strategy, I think are the other 2 in that trilogy of rock albums for Brian Eno. And that is on Editions EG. Yeah, so that's it. That is 2022 vinyl tag. So, yeah, thanks a lot for coming up with the questions. I combined Rob's tag with a couple questions from Prog Hat. So, thanks for coming up with those. And, yeah, anybody else, if you're thinking about starting to make videos, vinyl tag is a great way to get started. I would highly encourage anybody who's thinking about making videos to get started with vinyl tag, and if you don't have 1 or 2 of them, just substitute a question. So that's it. I hope everybody's having a great day. Thanks very much for watching.